Today, I'm going to do an experience report on Mephedrone, I reckon. So, for those of you who've never done Mephedrone or don't know what it is, Mephedrone is a cathinone, also better known as MKAT or Meow Meow, once upon a time. I think they changed the composition of Meow Meow at some stage of production because Mephedrone got banned, and I think they changed to Bufedrone, which is a different cathinone, I believe. But yeah, anyway, so mephedrone is a cathinone stimulant, generally snorted, can be taken orally, quite a rushy stim. So yeah, I'll go through lower dose and higher dose experiences. I'll start with lower dose experiences and the main method of taking, which is insufflation, snorting. Lower dose experiences I find to be not really essentially very uplifting or euphoric. Like, in general, I find MKAT or mephedrone, as it's better known as, to be I don't know, not unstimulating. Just at lower doses, it's just a bit fun and just a bit silly. Not much of a rush. A little bit of a feeling of your body sort of feeling itself go up and being a bit like, ooh, had a couple of coffees, feel a bit kicked. But you also get a little sense of sort of mental stimulation, kind of feel like, I don't know, kind of like a child. Like when a child's running around going hyperactive, you kind of get the feeling that it would be a similar feeling in your brain to when you're a child running around hyperactive. It's sort of numbing in a way. Like it numbs your sort of emotional awareness, sort of your awareness of the social consequences of things, just a little bit at lower doses. Now, I prefer to take it through the nose rather than orally. The reason for this is because it seems to hit harder. But warning to people who take mephedrone or have taken mephedrone. Well, not people who take mephedrone. They're probably well aware by now. But people who are thinking of taking mephedrone or haven't and want to know what it's like. It's not the nicest thing to snort in the world. It's probably one of the worst things to snort. I mean, essentially it burns as soon as you snort it. And like when I say burns, I don't mean, oh, it's mildly annoying. It's a bit burny. It's really fucking painful. Like all up in your nose here, all through the back, everything. Your eyes will just start watering when you snort it. Yeah, it's not a good feeling, and you get those drips, and they're not like other drips where you get them and they're a bit like, that was a bit disgusting. They are kind of burny drips, like they burn the very back of the nose as the drips are happening, and I feel as though when it goes through the throat, it feels kind of misty and groggy rather than normal drips. So, mephedrone is not the nicest thing to snort, but I still prefer snorting it because the high is better. In terms of taking it orally, the high is not as strong, but it lasts a little bit longer. It doesn't really last that long. It only lasts an hour or so each time for me, although other people might report different things. So yeah, that's lower doses. I mean, it's a little bit silly. It's the kind of thing you could dance on a bit, feel a bit giggity uppity kind of thing. Pretty mediocre at low doses. Now high doses, it's pretty fucking awesome in terms of the rush. The rush is pretty fucking amazing. Like, your body just feels like it's kind of shaking. Your head and your fucking brain just feel like they're kind of vibrating. Like, feel like, pinball machines. It kind of feels like a pinball being hit. It's like you're just being accelerated. Kind of like a pinball in a pinball machine. Can you understand that? Like, when it gets flicked up, it's like you're feeling the anticipation of going down all the time when you're on it. And then every now and then you'll just feel that ping. That's kind of the rush that I feel that mephedrone gives you at higher doses. But despite the rush from it, I don't find it to be that good of a stimulant. Like, it numbs a lot of my social awareness and sort of world awareness while I'm on it. It gives me a lot of sort of fake energy, but I feel like it's kind of a stupid high. Like, it doesn't intoxicate me in the way cocaine does, where I'm obnoxious, but I'm not an idiot. You know, I can still do stuff. I still have intellectual processes. I just don't give a fuck about social consequences. It's like you don't understand social consequences. You would give a fuck if you're aware of them, but you just don't get them. And rather than having the intellectual process you'd have, say, on cocaine or amphetamines or other classical stimulants, it's kind of like an idiot stimulation. Like, the focus is gone, the idea is gone. It's the kind of thing where you just run around a play park, not happy like when you're a kid on a higher dose, just like, woo, woo, yeah, play park, woo. It's kind of like that. So it's a very silly stimulant in my opinion. The rush, the body feeling is quite a synthetic feeling. It feels just a little bit gritty, a little bit like, just a little bit rough, you know. So it's not the best stimulant in terms of like really giving you anything long term, or you know, making you feel like you've got an intellectual thing or you've gained anything. It just kind of gives you a really silly buzz and an intense accelerated rush. It is fun, mind. Like, I won't lie. It's a pretty fucking fun stimulant. It's good to run around and dance around on and be an idiot. But you know, you'll be offensive just like on cocaine, and the difference is you won't be smart enough to deal with your shit. You won't really understand anything. So yeah, it's a fun stimulant, but it's not a very intellectual one. It's not a sophisticated stimulant. As pretentious as that sounds, it is the truth. You'll understand what I mean if you've taken mephedrone and other stimulants as well as a comparison. You'll get that comparison, and if not, you'll understand it if you ever were to take mephedrone, essentially. So yeah, lower doses are kind of just a little bit fun, a little bit tingles. Higher doses, you are going to be a fucking idiot for a while. But it is fun. That's the thing, it is fun. So if you don't mind being an absolute idiot and having that fun, then, you know, go ahead and do that. But just bear in mind, you will turn into a bit of an idiot. The come down from it is, I don't feel like it's physically too horrible. I mean, my head kind of feels a bit away. I feel a bit away with the fairies. But mentally, it's a bit frustrating. I feel like I get quite emotional from the come down of higher doses of mephedrone. And also quite agitated from it, a little paranoid. I don't really get that with cocaine, but other people do, so maybe it's comparable to that, I don't know. But for me, I do get a little bit agitated from mephedrone the next day. So yeah, for me personally, it's not really something I'd look to take anymore. Like, if I were to take drugs again, maybe once every year or a couple of years, just for a fun reminder, just to be like, hey everybody, this is going to be fucking stupid. Are you ready for this? I'm going to be an idiot. Snort some mephedrone, realise the horrible burning sensation of the nose, and then, you know, be an idiot for 4 hours, come back from it and be like, yeah, I told you I'd be an idiot. Well, that was fun. Let's never do that again for another 2 or 3 years. So, I personally, for myself, wouldn't really recommend taking mephedrone. It's a good rush, but it's not worth the idiocy. There are better stimulants to take, but if you've got no other choices, I guess, like, as a last resort, mephedrone could be used. For me, I wouldn't use that as a last resort, just because it's just not damn worth it. It's just not that great a stimulant. Anyways, that was my experience report on mephedrone. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.